All right, everyone. Welcome once again to the Anchor Files. It's been a long time since we posted a video on this channel. It's all right. Today we have the opportunity to learn another thing. We are going to learn about how to use Google's Notebook LM in your teaching. Actually, I am going to start with the procedure on how to load files or how to get files on the Google Notebook LM, and then also how to use these files to go about your classroom activities. We are going to look at a couple of things here, so bear with me. If you're a teacher teaching in Asia, America, Europe, wherever in this world, in Africa, this is going to help you, and it's going to be all in one pack, as I have taken the time to do this for us so that we will all benefit. Now, in this drive, I have a couple of files here. For example, we can see that I have my core maths work where, excuse me, I had a call. I have my core maths work where it is basically a textbook for colleges with the topics involved in all of them. It's a book, actually. It's a PDF. This is the table of contents where we have maths topics in here, and whatever topic you're teaching, you're going to be fine doing this with it. Now, this is one source. Another source we are going to talk about is the course outline for maths. Now, this is mathematics 1, which is for, in my case, as at the time I'm recording this video, I am in Asia, specifically Thailand, where we have six years of senior secondary school. We have the lower and the upper. So I'm going to take my time to use from mathematics 1, 2, 3 up until 6. Okay, this is up until 6 with the topics involved. So these are the sources or the materials we've gotten ready to be used in these projects. Okay, now the first step we need to consider is to go to Google and then type in the notebook KLM. Notebook, excuse me, notebook LM. This is it, notebook LM. Now you want to open the first one that pops up. This one is loading. You bear with me with my internet, but I think it's gonna go fast a little bit as the video progress. So this is our notebook LM. If this is the first time of you accessing this, don't worry. All you need to do is just go here, try notebook LM, okay, and it's going to open the actual window for you. And all you need is a Gmail, right? You realize that I have a Gmail logged in onto this Chrome. Whatever browser you are using, make sure that you log in with your Gmail, okay? Now, these are some of the notebooks I have made on mine or on this Gmail, on this notebook. This is something I've been doing with the Quran, and this is a success strategy YouTube. I had a webinar, and this is an entitled one. Now, what we are going to do is that we are going to create a new notebook, right? We are going to create a new notebook, and then we are going to upload those sources that I showed you earlier on. So this is our new notebook. Now, when we click on it, it is asking us to load source. This aspect is very important. Now, before, we didn't have here discover source. Let me start from there. Basically, what it does is that you are going to search anything that you want. Let's say I don't want to do that now. I think that will be for another video. Basically, it's going to give you YouTube videos on the topics you want to talk about, or it's want to outsource those topics, right? Good. Let's go back. Let's add our source here. Now, you can have a link from a website, and the notebook is only going to work with the website you've given it. If it is a YouTube link or a YouTube video, it is also going to work with the video you've given it. If it's a text you pasted, it's going to organize according to the text, and then we have the docs and then the Google slide. All right, but what we have here, we already have our source being prepared already. So we are going to say choose file, and it's on my drive. So I think this is my drive, E, and I have the commas here. Okay, so I upload my commas as my first source. It's going to upload. As you can see, it's loading, right? While it's loading, we can still add some more source because we are going to make a classroom work. Now, after the commas, let's try and add the course outline, right? This is the course outline I showed you earlier on for my maths only class. All right, so I have the content I want and then my course outline itself, and they are all loading at the same time. Now, this is very interesting. This overview you are seeing here, I would love to talk about some of them before my sources get load. We can add as many sources as we can, and then here, after the sources has finished loading, we realize that we have a deep dive conversation. What this does is that you see is now active because the sources have been updated. What this does is that it's going to create a podcast with 2 hosts, and it's English only for now, so that this podcast is the basic or the general analysis of the source or the files you've uploaded. Okay, so that is the aim of this. And then here too, we can add more notes and save more notes. This is a study guide, this is a briefing doc, this is the FAQ, this is a timeline. All these have their independent work they do. The reason why it is taking time to load my commas because that file is very heavy. Now we're going to wait for it to load, and then we see how it goes. You see that it has given us a comprehensive mathematics curriculum outline, right? So this is what it is saying, the component of my course outline, which is properties of numbers, exponents. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to let NotebookLM use the course outline. So any topic I'm going to ask about it in the course outline is going to make a reference to the commas PDF I posted, because that one have almost everything I need. You can download engineering mathematics on the internet. You can download this archive.com actually, where you have all these sources. If you're learning English, if you're learning IELTS, whatever you're doing, you can use NotebookLM and you are going to achieve a maximum results. My internet is quite slow, but this is an opportunity. While it's loading, I want to explain more for my viewers to understand. And as at this point, if you are following, please don't forget to subscribe, as this will help the channel grow and also help me do more videos. My name is Adam Hussein, and this has been the Anchor Files. For a while now, we've been posting stuff about how to apply jobs in Asia, how to apply some Erasmus Mundus programs, and I'm trying to do a lot of things here to see which one is going to benefit my viewers the much, and then at the end of the day we are going to concentrate on the one that is more beneficial. But in line of this, I think it goes along with the same niche, right? The same niche on we are learning. In my next video, I'm going to do Google Gemini 2.5 experimental, very essential for teachers too. As I'm a teacher myself, I've been using this tool and it's been really helpful, and I'll be very grateful if you are also able to do the same. Now basically, let's say it's finished loading. If it hasn't finished loading, I'm going to pause and cut this side and then put it to the next. Now what we need to prompt while it's loading is that I'm going to tell it to a specific aspect, or I'm going to tell it that the 2 source, just a phrase, the 2 source are my course outline for the new semester, and the contents I will be using to teach. Okay, let's make our correction. The semester is spelled wrong here. Semester I'll be using to teach. Okay, we are not done. I want you to be my personal, because I'm a teacher here. There are prompts as a student you can use, and there are prompts as a teacher you can also use, right? So I'm telling it that I want it to be my personal TA, right? TA is teaching assistant, right? Yeah, teaching assistant. I want it to be my teaching assistant. teaching assistant this semester for my class according to the course outline. All right, so I think our source has been uploaded nicely. Now let's give it this prompt and see what it will tell us, okay? And then we will know how to prompt further. Okay, so we are working with the prompt here. Okay, it's now analyzing the data. So there are two. The two are my course outline for the new semester and the content I will be using to teach. I want you to be my teaching assistant this semester for my class according to the course outline. Okay, this is the results. Okay, I understand you can certainly I can certainly assist you, blah blah blah, in drawing up information, provide core mathematics experts, blah blah blah. Okay, so first one, it has my core maths PDF. Okay, and then the second one, it has my outline, where it's talking about outline. This document outlines the content for mathematics 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, even though it starts with 1, right? So set theory, blah 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 blah. Okay, so let's leave all this one. It's going to give us tests, student outline and stuff. So for example, let's say you want to have a presentation. Okay, you want to do a copy and paste presentation, let's say on set theory. Let's say give me a outline for presentation give me an outline for presentation on the topic set theory. On the topic set theorem, right? That was the first one we have. Actually, I'm going to teach in my upper secondary, which is my M4. I'm going to teach them my Y set theory. So I'm telling it to give me the outline for the presentation on set theory. I need, let's say 7 slides. 7 slides include working examples and assignment. Okay, let's see what NotebookLM is going to give us. So basically, we are going to be asking it random questions, and you can always go back and come again and continue with your generation, right? You can generate as much as you could, and this helps you organize your work very, very effectively. You don't need to go flip on these PDFs to pick out everything one by one, and you don't need to sit down and copy and paste stuff. All you need to do is, with this one, you see we have, they've given us, you see, it's from set theory unit 1 for mathematics 4, which is my Mathorium 4, or my 7, 8, 9, 10. My grade 10 is equal to M4. Now we have the introduction to sets, we have title, we have the key concept, what is a set, and then the definition, how describe a set, blah blah blah. Okay, we can see everything here nicely. And then we have representation of sets. Sets are represented by capital letters, numbers by small letters. The sign E means belongs to, the sign E not means does not belong to. And then we have a working example. Given that set A is this, determine. So you see how nicely it is. This is my slide 2, types of sets as we go. And then we have my slide 3, relationship between sets, the key concept comparing of sets. And then we have equal sets, subsets, and whatever. And then we have worked examples on subsets. And then again, we have slide 4, operations, intersections, and unions. We have plus work examples, and then worked example on intersections, on unions, and then slide 5, universal and complement sets, and then their work examples. Now, this is the introduction of Venn diagram, and then these are visuals for us, right? Okay. So, introduction of Venn diagram. So show simple diagrams and their intersection, shaded portions and stuff. We can equally ask it to prompts for us to be able to do this, or we can equally use PowerPoint or Canva to design these ones. Okay, and then this is our slide 7. So you see, basically slide 6 is talking about everything about Venn diagram, and then associative property, distributive property, commutative property, all the properties of sets that there is, plus these work examples. And then we also have slide 7, application of sets, and then the word problems, and there are assignments for us as we instructed it to, right? So it says that outline covers core concepts of set theory presented in the provided textbook express as I gave it, and then blah blah blah, along with specific work examples and drawn directly from the source material. So everything we have here is from the source material. Now we are going to copy this, right? And then we are going to put it in our or we can paste it one by one, slide by slide, and then arrange it on our PowerPoint presentation. Let me open my PowerPoint presentation here and show you an example. Okay, again, we are going to ask it to either put these things in Word document, or we ask it to put this thing in a PowerPoint presentation for us, right? So let's clear these guys here. Let's clear these ones here. We don't need it. We don't need these ones. Okay, so the first one we have, oh my days, excuse me. The first one we have here, oh my days, where is my stuff? Okay, it's here. I have a lot of stuff here, and we can allow it to generate. Okay, I wouldn't want to do that. You can try on your own. It's going to take a lot of space on my PC. It's just two white men talking. Okay, so this can basically overview about what we are doing, or what we are saying here, and students can listen to this on the go. So this is our slide 1. I'm going to copy everything up until slide 2, and then so copy it here, and then I bring it to my PowerPoint here, and then I paste it, right? You see, it's so big, right? So what do? We scale it down. Or to be on the safer side, we can go gradually and then control our fonts, so we can have our introduction, our title, introduction to sets. We can copy that. And again, there are other ways of doing this. We can copy everything and put it in the Word document, and then edit it, and then give it to Microsoft's PowerPoint. In my next video, I'm going to show you how you are going to copy everything here, put it in a Word document, and then save it in a way that you can now export it back to Microsoft PowerPoint, so that it's going to arrange itself in the normal formats, and which is easy to use. But for the sake of this video, we are learning about the Notebook LM and how we are going to use only these two sources to generate our set problems and stuff. And you can use Canva, you can use PowerPoint presentation, whatever presentation you want to use, you can use it to arrange. All you need is to make sure everything is intact. You see how beautiful it is. So in this way, we are just going to copy and paste everything we have in the Notebook LM into our PowerPoint presentation, and then we design our PowerPoint presentation to look nice so that we can present to our students. Now, in the case of the assignment, equally, you can put it in a Word document, convert it into PDF, and send it to your student in a Google Classroom. Or you can even tell it to give you an objective questions. Let's tell it. Let's tell NotebookLM to give us 10 multiple choice questions to assess the student. Give me 10 multiple choice questions on the set theory. My bad. All right. Let's see what it comes up with now. So we want 10 multiple set questions. When it's finished developing or generating these questions, we are equally going to tell it to put it in a Google form, okay? So that we can have this downloadable Google form, and then we can submit it to our students to just tick. So it has given us the 10 multiple choice question. Let's say, can you, let's ask it, can you put it in a downloadable Google form? Okay, let's see. I haven't tried this, but I hope it works. I only tried it to Word document, so I hope this one also works. Equally, based on your query, the blah blah blah, according here are 10 multiple choice to use in a Google form. So it wants us to put it in there ourselves. Just copy and paste, and then we put it in there ourselves. Anyway, these features I'm talking about mostly comes with the Gemini. The Gemini 2.5 experimental does all this. So equally, we can save this note, export this note into our Gemini 2.5, and then Gemini will do that for us. We can save this note, we can copy everything here, put it in a Word document or in a PDF, give it to Gemini, and then tell it to put it inside Google Sheets, Google Forms, or whatever, and that will do. And that's another video. But for today, we are only looking at how to use these two sources and then come up with all the lessons we need to teach for the semester and above. Okay, not even the semester itself. Now that we have this source or this discover aspect here, when we type discover, we can say, let's say set theorem, right? So it's going to search the web for us and add it to the source that we have already, set theory. Okay, so this is our set theory, and then this is what we are looking for, right? Good. So we just click on here. It's going to search the web and look for set theory for us. Mostly it's going to come from YouTube videos, Wikipedia handles, and stuff, you know. So these are the articles and the books it have. So it have application of set theory from these sources, and then we can load all these sources. It's going to line up here in our source directory, and then we can use it to do. But we don't want to soak our source with a lot of things that we don't have control over. This is academia, you know, so you need to vet your sources very well or your references very well. So I'll just stick to the books I have, and then I'll do that. So if you have other books in your own time, or you want to use the sources, or you can even tell it from a YouTube video, it's also fine. You can go to YouTube, copy the URL to the video you want to talk about, or there is a lot of mathematics lessons on YouTube talking about these topics. Copy that link, put it here on your source. When you go to add source here, you put the link here. This is the YouTube link, and then you are good to go, and it's going to make reference to that. Once again, this is Adam Hussein. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment and ask questions where necessary, because I'm here for you. Let's grow this channel. Let's learn together. The next video I'm going to do is I'm going to teach us how to convert all these tests into Word documents, or how to convey them into nice PowerPoint presentations, right? So that you can use it to teach your class, and then how to take this assignment also and put it in a Google Sheet. So after that, we are also going to look at the Gemini 2.5. It has a lot of stuff in there, coupled with the Google Studio, where there is a learning model also in there. Okay, now let's go to the study guide here and see what we have. So the new notes is going to generate based on the two source we have, right? So let's see. So this is our new note. So we are looking for a study guide, comma, study quiz. So let's open it and see what we have. So here it's talking about rational, irrational numbers, difference between expanding algebraic. It's just the general overview, because it's a lot. So you need to ask it, right? You need to ask it. You need to ask specific questions and get specific answers. Once again, this is the video has been 25 minutes and more. I wouldn't want it to be long. I would love to end my chat here. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.